Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk, our second ever FIFA story here on the channel as we try and mesh more into the scene out there. A huge story brought to us by Nick. I will link his video down below as he does explain a potential huge FIFA scandal out there, exposing at least part of the North American pro scene, all with one video and all with one Discord server. For any of you guys curious, it's actually involving FIFA Ultimate Team Champions mode. Alongside that, many players and some pro players out there in the EMLS for FIFA 20. Now going forward, we'll see if EA does respond about this, as he has brought forward, that being Nick, some harsh allegations against several pro players out there, or rising pro players, who are now using a Discord server and have been, according to Nick's words, for several months out there. He says at least 6 months he knows about, where these pro players actually joined this Discord server initially to be a practice server, to compete against other competitive or pro players out there for practice. And now, what has become a dodging Discord, where pro players can actually manipulate who they actually match up against in order to earn more points, of course, acquire top 100. And why this actually does make sense, because why would pro players want to do this, and what is actually called stream sniping, including people like Nick, is yes, these pro players now have all joined this dodging Discord so they don't play against other pro players in the same Discord. Obviously, if you guys want to achieve the same goals, you want to compete against lower level, lower skilled players, and so all the pro players, or at least some of them in this Discord, have now used this dodging Discord to see who they match up against, and thus dodge on a match if they're facing off against another pro player in that same Discord. Make sense? And so why this matters is when it comes to FIFA and some EA events out there, you only qualify based off points or your standings, and thus if you're winning more matches because you're playing lower skilled people, well, and you're qualifying for an event in a very unfair way. It also allows these players in this Discord to manipulate the top 100, or at least who they play against, and stream snipe people who they may want to play against or don't want to play against. Nick included in that group of, top level YouTubers and FIFA streamers out there, where you can very clearly see on stream whether or not you're matched up against them. And with FIFA's current system, you get unlimited dodges. So if you're matched up with someone you do or do not want to play against, you can either dodge or not dodge based off what you're seeing on their stream and who you're matched up against without any penalty. And this is certainly a feature that's not meant to be abused. And I really do hope EA responds about this, because when it comes to being knocked out of the top 100, which I do believe Nick was, possibly because of this, it's a very big issue. You have pro players out there manipulating the system in order to actually qualify for events and make themselves higher in the standings, when they most certainly should not be. And now Nick makes a lot of allegations against a lot of players out there, names you guys are probably more familiar with. I will link his video down below. As for now, I'm not going to dive too much into the names he does expose in that video. I will wait for an EA response before we dive deeper into his allegations. If you guys want to watch his video though, 30 minutes, it's a great, very informative video and really makes you root for the guy. I will show you though a couple screenshots where it's very clear in this Discord, at least a couple players were watching supposedly Nick's stream. As you guys could tell, they were saying he is streaming, and thus they could tell whether or not they were matched up against him, whether or not they wanted to play against him. And very last, even a further allegation, he does allege the Discord was actually founded by a current coach representing a team in the EMLS, which would obviously probably be a bit of a disruption or conflict of interest if this does come to light, which I imagine this story has already gone viral out there. His video, I think, is approaching, or if not over, 300,000 views and gaining much more traction out there. As we expose many scandals out there on this channel, I have never talked about and exposing a potentially what could be, according to Nick, upward of 50 pro players, or at least a lot of EMLS players out there as well, or aspiring pro players now in the North American FIFA scene, are slowly being exposed for apparently manipulating those rankings and other things as well, which include stream sniping or dodging with this new dodging Discord. And when I first heard this story, I was thinking, it was stream sniping. FIFA, does it really give you any advantages? My first thought goes to all the Fortnite streamers out there, obviously being stream sniped on the daily. We also talk about FPS titles out there. If you stream snipe a streamer, you can obviously see their position on the map, maybe their builds for some other game. But when it comes to FIFA, and I first heard the title, I was thinking there's got to be no advantage, right? Who would have guessed though that a dodging Discord where you can actually stream snipe popular streamers out there and see who you do or do not match up against can be a hefty advantage, and certainly EA should respond about this. They responded about their data leak a few weeks back, so we'll see if they respond about this, and if and when they do, hopefully I will cover it here on the channel. Once again, Nick, great work for him. I am cheering for him if his allegations are true, which they do seem to have a lot of backing for them, as he's released several screenshots so far in his defense, and of course backing for his evidence. And so I'll keep you guys posted as well on the story if this does go further, which I hope it does. Until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy breaking down esports and gaming news here every single day, all day long. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.